What is up? Today it's March. I think last reptile room video was like 5, maybe 6 months ago. So I guess today is just gonna be kind of a little update. Show you what's changed, what it hadn't changed, what stayed the same, and what's grown. So we're gonna go over this section today, these two little guys, this little turtle tank, this section. Nothing really is in here. I'll show you a couple other animals in that room right over here, and then also in that room over there. And then I also have some outside, so we'll just go ahead and dive right into it today. Right here, this is the venomous snake room. So, as you know, venomous snakes and reptiles. The first venomous snake on this today, probably just gonna start it simple. We got this melanistic western diamondback rattlesnake. He is, I think, 3 or 4 years old. He's a male, so he'll get a lot bigger. In here we have my 2-year-old monster cobra. He's about, I would say 2.5 actually. He came from Pennsylvania. This one came from Water Valley. In here we got a gaboon viper. Everybody knows Joe Dirt. That's the famous gaboon viper that I got. He's not famous, but he's fairly local. And he's getting fat too, so that's good. He'll actually top out around 5-ish feet, so he'll get pretty good and chunky. Right there we're gonna have the 2 tarantulas out of the tarantula bag and the scorpion that we got. So that's gonna be an H4 scorpion, and then an Arizona, I think an Arizona desert blonde, and then a Bahia bird eater. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or not, so one of y'all need to tell me. And here we got the rhino viper along with a little tree frog I put in here. You can't really see the rhino viper because she always stays hidden towards the back under the ferns, kind of by that flower, but she's there. Hopefully gonna breed her to the gaboon, make gabinos or gabinos, whatever you want to call them. So that'll still be 2 to 3 years out. New clean glass today. Up here we got my African bush vipers. They're doing tremendous. They're cuddling up now, so they're starting to be a little nicer to each other. And to the right, we got a little Honduran curly-haired tarantula that I've had for almost 5 or 6 years now. So he's getting pretty old for a tarantula. So I'll have to get some more tarantulas here soon, because I really like them. I like having a big one. It freaks me out. It keeps me on my toes. And here we got the eastern diamondback rattlesnake. His name is Bojangles. He stays in his little cave right there. He's almost, I don't know, probably like 3 feet now, maybe 3.5, somewhere up in there. He's also about 2 to 3 years old, so he's obviously getting a bigger enclosure as he grows. I'm going to take the top opening stuff, replace them all with the front opening. I just don't have that much money yet because I have some over here, I have some over here. They cost a lot of money. In here we got the 2 water moccasins, Aunt Jemima and her little boyfriend. One's a southern cottonmouth, one's a western. Down here we have the prairie rattlesnake Caroline, which is one of my favorites in my collection, as you know. She's got her little boyfriend back there too, but he's been staying in the cave. She's kind of been out basking and everything. And also another little guy we got. This is a green insularis, the Komodo Island pit vipers, just where the Komodo dragons come from. And they are super tiny. Well, she is super tiny right now. But that's the female. David's got a male. We both got them from the same guy. His name is Steven from Philadelphia, Mississippi. They're called Komodo Island pit vipers because they come from around Komodo Island, but they're also found off the coast of Komodo Island. So they're White Island vipers. There's a lot of names for them, but the green insularis. Down here we have just about a 5-foot king snake, a little bit over 5 foot. I need to go ahead and clean her out. But this is a female desert king, so the Splendida. This guy came from BHP Reptiles like 6 or 7 years ago, from the guy I got him from, so Brian Blarchick. If you don't know, pretty sure he's got pancreatic cancer. That's not good. So, real worried for him. Always pray for him. This is one of his beautiful, beautiful snakes. He's got thousands and thousands and thousands of snakes, and he's been working with reptiles longer than most of us have been alive. So, go check him out. Give him your support.
Keep him in your thoughts.
Yeah, for real. Keep him in your thoughts. That's some scary stuff to go through. But if you come in here, we're going to go ahead and go to the dining room real quick. Still got my freshwater tank doing awesome. I had to put a pleco in here because I had to move him from the crocodile enclosure because the crocodile's kind of beating up on him. I also put in some pothos here and hung like a grow light up here. And I've had these for about 2 weeks now, and they've almost doubled in size. So they're going pretty good. And I can't wait for them to grow around and everything, and I'll have to trim them. It's just gonna make that tank pop really, really, really well. And those are also the red sabrums, the red shoulder sabrums, which will be these little dudes right here. And then I think that little orange one's like a gold-plated sabrum. And then you got a couple more fish in there. But it's, you know, just a South American freshwater tank. It's a whole lot easier than keeping a saltwater tank though. I don't even miss that thing. But in here, we got my male Nile monitor. I'm actually about to change out his water. So we'll probably get a lot closer footage of him when I get him out. Do kind of like a little meet and greet. If he's not too wild. He's, you know, he's an Nile monitor, so he's not nice. In here, in the little living room, we got the crocodile tank. Jose is right there. He's my Moralettes crocodile. He's getting bigger and bigger as we speak. I got kind of get the rhino viper out. And you don't want to tell them when they're this little, even though it looks tempting. You don't want to tell them because they can bite their rear, like the rear end of them, faster than they can bite in front of them. So this is our rhino viper. He's been in the bioactive tank. Well, she has. She's gotten a little bit bigger since I've gotten her. Hadn't even been like half a year yet. I see they're getting a lot bigger. This one for sure. Yeah. This dude is just, he's growing up so fast. Like I literally got him at like 7 inches and now he's over 2 feet. But I mean, those patterns are just something on them there. Same over here. She's about to shed. That's why she's so dark, but she would usually have that green,
very vibrant color.
Yeah, for sure. She got even yellow and blues in her. So, all right. So what we're going to do basically is just get the rhino viper, and you want to get the first third of their body. Hook them just like that. Woo. Don't tell these animals, but just be quick with it. Know how to hook them. You don't want to drop them either, because that could be fatal. They're not really climbing snakes. Down here we'll get Joe Dirt. Man, he's getting so big. I cannot wait until he gets humongous. Look how big this guy's getting. Absolutely insane. Look how thick. You see how thick that snake is? He's just 2 years old. He's gonna get like 6 times the size of this. It's crazy. But cannot wait. I've raised this snake up since it was a little bitty baby. Little bitty baby. With a bite that these guys have, you don't want to get bit. Not here, not in Africa, where we come from, not anywhere. You will bleed out of every hole of your body. They have a cardiotoxin, which is kind of weird because a lot of snakes don't have cardiotoxins, but cardio, like attacks your heart and your blood system and everything like that. So it's pretty bad news. Their venom is usually lethal. Don't get bit. Same thing with these dudes right here. come from about the same area. They can actually be found in the wild, like breeding together to make hybrids like those gabinos I was talking about. So I really want to try to make some in a couple of years. It'd be really freaking cool, but I'll go ahead and pop out the Cobra real quick just to show you how big he's gotten. I'm still got him on paper towels right now. Let's get this cage out. He's still a little bit psychotic. But this is, don't go over there. This is my monocle cobra, about 2.5 years old. Probably the deadliest snake I have in this ring, like for real. But look how big he's got. Like he was only a couple inches when I got him too. Now he's over 2 feet for sure. He actually just shed the other day and I was gonna measure, but that's him. The monocle cobra.
That'd be him.
That'd be him. His name is Bullseye. I really need to get Bullseye a female. Need to get him a nice albino girlfriend. So if anybody has any female monocle cobras, let your boy know. If all else, I'm just gonna wait and get some extra. Almost forgot our little turtles in the venomous snake room. I had to move all the baby turtles in here just because I didn't want them getting hurt by the crocodile. And plus, I took the crocodile out and put all the turtles in that living room. Put the crocodile in here for a little bit, and it just didn't feel right. You know, there's something about having a crocodile in your living room that just really warms the heart. Right here we have this little male albino red-eared slider that I got off of Wharf Market. He's still got some moss on him. He's a hell of a lot better than when he came in.
You can see where you cleaned that moss up though, right?
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Like, he was covered, like caked in moss. Over here, running from me, is gonna be our caramel that everybody loves. A male caramel slider that I got from Rhinos, Reptiles, and Rodents. He's gonna be in New Hope, Mississippi, and he goes around the reptile shows around Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, you know, stuff like that. So if you ever see him, he's got great animals. Good quality. Never had a problem with his animals. So that's our caramel. It's my girlfriend's favorite. And then over here, we still got this little yellow belly female. She's doing pretty great. She's getting big. I got them all up under a UVB bar, which I had them under a smaller bulb last time, about this big. Now they have an 18-inch, you know, UVB bar. So it's really helping them out a lot. I got a water heater in here. They also have this filter, which I think is set up for like 75 gallons or something. And there's maybe 20 gallons in there, so the water stays pretty clean, just like the other ponds in there. I mean, I always get a filter that's way bigger than called for because it just helps a lot. So, little tip. So what we're basically gonna do is just get all of the sticks and stuff out. This is a small enclosure for a Nile monitor. This is just a winter setup. So if you ever think about getting a Nile monitor or any type of monitor, you really need to do your research on how big their enclosures need, because even this is too small. And this is a decent Nile monitor cage to some of them that I've seen. So, hey bud, getting closer to this. Welcome to the water park. Oops. Alright, turn around.
We got a runner! He knows where the door is.
Yeah. Whew. Smells great, dude. It smells awesome. obviously this summertime she'll have that, you know, for heat. He will have that big 300-gallon pond. So, you know, it'll have a filter and all of that good stuff. Come here. He just went 0 to 60 and like, looks like he's on a dyno.
Treadmill. Don't do drugs, kid.
Come on. Basically all I'm doing is just putting everything back before I put the water in. Let's see. And I'll just make it to where he can crawl up and crawl out if he needs to. He can obviously get over that ledge. I don't fill it up all the way. There's no chance of him drowning. I have the heat lamp over the water because they have to digest their food over, like, in water. They gotta be warm. So if they're not, and you have the water ball over here like I did in the last video, that could actually be a big mistake because all their food could sit in their stomach and rot if they don't digest it like they're supposed to. So keep that in mind. This is the best way to do it. Just get a freaking water hose and drag it through your house. It's the easiest and most convenient way to do it. All you gotta do is just make sure that nobody can get out while you have the door open. And you should be good. But let's get our Nile monitor. So, let me see that real quick. Let me show you where he is. He's all the way back up in that corner. Because I kind of let him free roam when he changes water out. So what I'm going to do, basically just get him kind of by the tail area, gently. Just kind of let him know what I'm doing. But he's going to climb up the back of the wall. Got the guitar amp. Hey, buddy. The best way to do it is just to find a big box, put him in, and not let him free roam. But this is more interesting. Hey, buddy. Hey. You're good. You're good. Woo! Put your hands out. Put your hands out. Yeah, they can be a handful. So, go ahead and fill that tank up while I'm at it too. And yeah, I'm putting tap water in it. I put primer in it. It kills the chlorine. And I don't put too much tap water in it at one time, so. That's all I'm gonna top it off. Just like that. Not even 15 seconds. Oh, 100 something gallon tank. Or 75 gallon, that's what it is. This is Jerry Wayne. He's our little sulcata. I got him last year. He was a rescue. And he has been doing absolutely fine. What you doing, buddy? What you doing, Buckles? You all right? You just gonna piss right behind me? That's all right. It's cool. Just come over here and piss on me. Jerry Wayne is gonna get really, really big. I think this year he's gonna hit his growth spurt. He's around 4 or 5 years old. I'm pretty sure. Not certain, but that's what I'm guessing. It's about 4 or 5 years old. He's just an African spur tortoise, just like he's a sulcata, just like I said. He eats a lot of grass, a lot of collard greens, tomatoes, just whatever. Whatever he will eat, he will eat. So he kind of roams out around here in the daytime. I bring him in for nighttime, and when it's cold and stuff like that, I'll bring him inside. But it's getting kind of warmer here in Mississippi, so he can be out a lot longer, which is better. He needs the vitamins from the sun, just like me and you do. What? What do you think about it, Dan?
About what?
The lamp.
It's cool. Warm.
It is warm. So that's really all of our outside animals right now. I don't have anything outside yet because I'm waiting for that last cold snap in March. I don't want to put everything out here and it, you know, freeze over and I lose a bunch of animals. So same thing with plants. I'm not planting any like vegetables and fruits and berries and stuff like that until April. So I don't want to lose anything to the cold this year. Learn from last year, I guess. But we're gonna try to get some tomatoes and squash and all sorts of that, aren't we? In here, we only got one turtle right now, but we're actually inside of a room that I'm building for the Nile monitor for like summertime. But as of right now, it's just got a 300 gallon pond in it. And I put my red ear slider in here. And she's actually doing pretty well. It's been 60, 70 degrees up in here. So here she is. She was inside, but now she's finally back outside and she's really thriving outside, honestly. She's out a lot more. She's more interactive, you know, so she does pretty good out here. I just gotta get her, probably gonna get her another 300 gallon pond, just like by herself, or maybe other turtles her size, because this is gonna be just for the Nile monitor. And I don't want any turtles with my Nile monitors because there wouldn't have no turtles no more. So I'll probably get another one of these because they're pretty cheap from Tractor Supply. Or I may just get like 110 or 120 gallon, whatever they have. So either or, I want more outside ponds because I think they're outside is better for turtles anyways. Obviously all of them are gonna have like lids and stuff so they can't, you know, get picked up by birds and people and, yeah, strangers. Last animal on our list is not even a reptile at all, but he's still one of my favorites. And birds are kind of reptiles, like they used to be, I think. This is Geo, the Quaker parrot. Y'all met him before. He's doing absolutely splendid. Loves his huge cage. Absolutely loves it. And also I've been bringing him to work more often so he can fly in the warehouse. So he's been getting a lot of flight in. And he's also trusting me a lot more. Like he would not let me do this to him when I used to, you know, just first got him. But it's really a respect thing. You just let him do what he needs to do. And he'll respect it. Let's just go ahead and leave him out for a little bit. But he's getting way better at talking. He still only likes one person, which is me. And sometimes he can't even stand me. I know. Yeah. I guess let's go outside and close it with a lamb. He's so cute. He's so cute. But yeah, I rescued a lamb also. I didn't buy it. I didn't ask for it. I just kind of ended up with it. So I have a lamb now. But his name is Buckles, and he's pretty dope. But either Buckles needs new friends, more friends because they're herd animals, or Buckles needs to find a new place to reside. Because I don't have no business owning a lamb. It's lamb, sheep, so we're gonna go ahead and close today's video with that. Always subscribe, like, do all your whatever, I don't care. Comment. I love replying back to comments. Don't be afraid to hit me up. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, tell me what I'm doing good. Tell me some ideas that we could do. So let me know more what you want to see, and we'll see you next time.